Today is the Queen's funeral, and I wanted to start by bringing up some things that have come to my mind since the Queen did pass away. And I know it's going to be everywhere, and I just wanted to share a bit of wisdom with you. I'm not going to be talking about the Queen or anything like that necessarily, but I wanted to share what it's brought up with me, because I think maybe it will have brought something like that up with you as well. Life is here for us to grow and grab. And I see so many people who waste their life, who know that they're capable of more, who know they can do better. And I don't mean do better as in achieve, but I mean more feel better. And I see this happen all the time. And people hold themselves back. They don't let themselves go and truly live. I mean, I remember not so long ago when I got asked about what needs do I have that aren't currently being met? And I was like, what? It was just alien to me that I might need my own space. I might need to grow and evolve as a human. I might need to have free reins to travel. We've all got different values. We've all got different needs. And it's so important that we meet those, because it's actually no one else's responsibility to meet them. It's only our own. So even though our family circumstances or our partners can sometimes get in the way or make things slightly tricky, the boundaries that we set dictate how life goes. And if you have been a bit of a people pleaser, if you've put everyone else before you up until this point, yeah, it's going to be hard. But what is the alternative? Can you truly sit back and go, I am fucking proud of my life, or I am super happy with how my life has been. I feel fulfilled most days. I handle problems well. I've gone after the things I want. Or have you just put them on the back burner? Because I know, and what the Queen passing away has kind of done for me is sent me back on memory lane a little bit. And it took me back to when my stepdad passed away in August 2018. And it's still something now to this day, that I really do. I don't struggle to talk about it, but I miss that man. That man was the one who brought me up. He was the guy who taught me about how to be a human, how to, respect between your dad and a daughter figure. And therefore he was my male role model and all these different things. And I know so many of you can relate to this, of some element of, someone passing in your life who's been a true inspiration to you, and someone who was a bit of a rock of the family as well. And it's brought this up for me, and something that a lesson that I learned from my stepdad. So he worked super hard throughout his whole life, and he went to come into early retirement because he got ill. And they lived that, like, don't get me wrong, like Mum and Les, his name was, they lived a really good fucking life for the times that they had together, the years that they had together, which I think was about 16 years. But also they like, he waited to retire to then go, and like the plan was, once they did retire, was to travel more and to do all these different things. And I don't think there was regret, but that felt like a really poignant lesson to me, to monitor that. And I think we do these things subconsciously, sit back and just watch what's going on. And then it's not until sometimes you give yourself time to process it that you realize, oh God, yeah, that was actually really powerful. But like I said, they lived their life, they had a great time. But it got to me that it was like they waited, or he waited for that retirement to then go and do the big travel, or, whatever it might be. And it just sat with me. And it's been a lesson ever since that makes me go, not to be reckless, but if you want life to be different, if you want to go and travel, if you want to sell your house and go live in a camper van, if you want to leave your husband because things aren't quite right, if you want to become a personal trainer at the age of 55, whatever, I don't know, why not? And also, don't fucking wait. Do not wait. And I completely get it, guys. I completely get it, how change is scary, change is hard. And I'm not asking you to be reckless. I'm not asking you to, ditch the household and go and you do you, boo. But I think fear gets in our way a lot of the time. And the what if? What if I run out of money? What if it doesn't work out? What if I regret it? And I genuinely believe that regret will only be weighty when it's something that hasn't been done. Because even if right now you're thinking of leaving your career and you've been inside this career for 20 years and you decide you are going to embark on your own dog walking business, for example, I've just hired a dog walker. What's the worst thing that could happen? The worst thing that could happen is, if we go really worst case scenario, the dog walking business flops, you break your leg, you didn't get insurance, and you need to go on the dole. You need to get an admin work from home job. And this is the thing that we don't give ourselves the credit for, that we will figure out the way. Whatever happens, you take early retirement, you go and travel, you need to come out of early retirement 3 years later and just get yourself a side job. Whatever it could be, we hold ourselves back before we even try. And I think a huge part of that is because of the lack of self-trust. Also, the fear of being judged by other people. Oh my God, imagine if I did that. I've this year made some seriously big changes to my life. And I said to the coaching club girls on a masterclass last week, we were reflecting over the summer and looking at how this summer was significantly different for them all because they've started to work on themselves. They're more present. They've enjoyed it more, And I said to them, I have had the best summer. I've been to Ibiza to one of my amazing clients' weddings, and I've been there with friends. And, I've got back into drinking like a couple of weekends a month and stuff. And it's been all good fun. And yeah, it's been great. And then I went to Marbella and solo travel and different things like that. And it's been great. But also the big change that I made at the beginning of this year of leaving my ex and getting my own house and renting rather than buying, and all these different dynamic shifts that actually go against societal norms has been fucking hard to navigate. And if you're in CC, you'll know how I've been feeling. But if you're not, although I'm an open book on social media, I'm not one to air my laundry on it. And you probably won't be able to tell that actually it's been a fucking struggle. This year has by far, maybe apart from 2018 when my stepdad died, but it's been the hardest year. But I still commit to growing. I still commit to nurturing myself. I still commit to having fun. I still commit to trusting that the decision I made in January was the right decision. And I will always commit to pushing myself to live my life. And it's little moments, big moments like this with Queen and taking me back to Les passing and hearing there's loads of different, you hear lots of stories that go round in especially small towns like Shrewsbury. We hear these stories that go round that make you realize how fucking short life is, and how precious it is, and how we can sometimes take it for granted. And I'm not here to put the shits up you. I'm not here to scare you, but I think you can look at these events in one of two ways. And one is, oh my God, this is scary. Like, life is so short. I know the Queen lived a long life, but I think it can still send you back into that reflection. Or you can go, okay, this is my life. We don't get a dress rehearsal. How do I want it to be different? And it could literally be that you want a better bedtime so you're not so tired all the time, so you can live a more authentically energized life. It could be that what else could it be? That you want to go to the coast more. Maybe you live in England, you don't like flying, but you haven't seen the sea for years. These tiny little things, if you don't give yourself time to take a breath, to slow down, and to just go, how do I want my life to go? What will I regret if I don't do moving forwards? What could I do more of? What could I do less of? What will take for me to feel content when I'm on my deathbed? When I'm 75, 85, 95, I don't know how old, So I don't know if it's brought up. I've spoken to a couple of fellow coaches and they've said the same. It's brought up some reflection in their mind. And I thought, rather than coming at you today with calorie deficit and all stuff like that, I just wanted to say, I'm with you if you feel like this. And if you don't feel like this is okay. Hopefully it sparks something else in you. But I'm with you. Times like this make us reflect a lot of the time. And it can actually be a bit of a kick up the arse Maybe not, with it being a member of the royal family. Maybe for you, someone close to you has passed. Or maybe you've had a health scare yourself. But you can choose what you do from here. And that's my main message to you today is, what way do you want this to go? How do you want to live your life? Imagine if I had a magic wand and we could do it in any way. How would it be? Because I don't have a magic wand, but often the problems that you have and the solutions that you need and the changes that you want to embark on, we don't need a magic wand. We just need courage, support, accountability. And that's usually it. Just having basically the balls to go, yep, I'm going to go for this. And I'm going to dip one toe out of the comfort zone to begin. And I'm going to dip the next toe out a couple of days later, the next toe out a couple of days later, and just slowly start to edge yourself out of that comfort zone. Because you deserve to live a life where you feel fucking incredible, where you problem solve, where you handle life, where you deal with these stressful situations, where you live, you truly live. You all deserve that. So I'm sending you a load of love today. So much love, and thank you for listening. If you've listened to it today, I know it's bank holiday and obviously an emotional day for many. So from the bottom of my heart, thank you. And if you're unsure how to make this next step in your life, if this has struck a chord and you're like, she's right, you know, I could live life a bit more, and you don't know how to do it, Sasha Holly by Instagram and Facebook. Hit me up. Have an incredible day. Speak soon.